Welcome back, dear viewers, and you are still watching the Breakfast Show. And in this segment of our program, we will talk about the significance of the Holy Family's journey to Egypt, as we all know that the whole world is celebrating Christmas these days. And we are joined over the phone by Mr. Waleed Batouty. He is a tourism expert. Good morning.
Good morning.
So, Mr. Waleed, can you talk to us about the Holy Family's journey to Egypt and its importance?
Okay. Well, first of all, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Thank you.
And we're still looking forward for Egyptian Christmas, which takes place on the 7th of Jan as we go on the Gregorian calendar. Yes, the Holy Journey trip is a very important event worldwide, not just in Egypt, but that is something that concerns all the people around the world. And it makes interest. And people sometimes wonder why are we working on this. This has been a part of a program of restoration and lifting up the services and the condition and the infrastructure of all these sites. And that has already been planned, and that's been scheduled on certain times to be delivered. And the Ministry of Tourism Antiquities did not stop in all the projects,
yes,
but did continue. And as we're receiving all these sites now, as per program, as per itinerary, as per the timing of delivery of when these things will finish, and people would ask me and say, then
yes,
what is the impact of this on the tourism industry in Egypt? Of course, this will put Egypt on the priorities of all those who want to do the pilgrimage journey to Egypt. As we know, a couple of years ago, the Pope of the Vatican made an announcement, and he says visiting Egypt and visiting certain sites of that journey considered to be almost half a pilgrimage. So, to be honest with you, the minute the COVID-19 threat will go away and the vaccination is going around the world, that will put Egypt again on the priority of those who want to do a religious trip or a pilgrimage trip, and it will add more to the share of Egypt from the religious tourism on that segment.
So, Mr. Waleed, if we talk about the most important sites that are believed to have been visited by the Holy Family during their journey, so can you focus on these sites?
Well, one of them is that has been delivered today in Tamanud, of course, and we have here in Hilwan in Maadi, and we have the Censored Church in Old Cairo, that has received, of course, tremendous attention from the government, and it's considered. But to be honest with you, all of them are very important because all of them has been visited. So for those who are deep into the religion, of course, they would love to do all the 8 governorates, all the stations that has been announced so far that they're ready. But in general, there is few in Cairo. And if someone is ready to go out, then definitely they'll go to the one in Tamanud, which will be opened today, and all the attention is going there as well. So the sites are ready to receive pilgrims or visitors, let's put it this way. They are ready to receive visitors very soon.
So, Mr. Waleed, the Church has recently affirmed that Egypt is part of the Christian pilgrimage. So how can we promote for religious tourism in Egypt?
To be honest with you, we don't need to promote this because the promotion already has been done. There is no better one than the Pope of the Vatican when he says go and visit Egypt. Especially we have, for the time being, worldwide, things are going on closed down. You know, we've seen what happened in the UK yesterday,
Yes.
and a few days ago in Scotland. The whole world is very much concentrating on lockdown and on the vaccination and all of this. Regarding what we're doing here in Egypt, and that's why I mentioned at the very beginning of my talk to you, I mentioned that this is already a schedule of delivery. You know, we've had people working on these sites, and they have a schedule of delivering the sites, and now they're finished. So for the time being, we just announced that these sites are ready. I doubt that very much there will be any much of a tourism coming. But if there is anybody who is traveling and he comes to Egypt, these sites are already ready for visitors for the time being. But with the condition of the world, so that's why I made sure to explain that we are going according to plan of delivery of maintenance and uplifting and working on the infrastructure, on the roads, on the restoration, all of this. The plan has come to the time of finalization. It's final now. It is ready, so they have to deliver it. Of course, we're not going to postpone this because it's project. It is money that is being paid and all of this. Because all these plans, it's already been put before COVID-19.
Yes. So, Mr. Waleed, talking about these sites, is the Ministry of Tourism preparing these places to receive visitors maybe later and put them on the tourism map?
Of course, as I said, from this moment and on, they are ready. I mean, Egypt is working, as I told you, according to a plan.
Yes.
There is a schedule, there is timing of delivery of projects. So when COVID-19 came, maybe the movement of tourism around the world slowed down, but we did not slow down on our mission of restoration. The country continued working on highways, on new cities, on infrastructure, on factories and everything, and they are building. You know, I always say that the Egyptians never stopped building since they built the pyramid. They built the pyramid and then they continued on building throughout till today. From the time of the construction of the step pyramid of Dusur up till today, the Egyptians are known as builders. They went and built completely the Middle East and the Gulf. Now they're all back here in Egypt and they're working right and left. As you see, we have Al-Jalala, we have the new administration, the capital, the new capital. We have Al-Alamein, we have New Asyut and New Suhag, and all of these new cities are being under construction. And there is a plan, there is a map.
So finally, I'd like to thank you, Mr. Waleed Batouty, tourism expert, and Merry Christmas, sir. And by that, we come to the end of today's edition of The Breakfast Show. I'm Shina Adel, and I was joined today by my colleague Mahis Rabia. Thank you for watching.